All righty. So thank you all for being here today. Curtis Young with us today, son of Dre and in the music space and looking to change the music space for the better mankind.
Absolutely.
What's your intention, brother?
Oh, just to create a space to give back to just the humankind, just in general, one facet, and then redefine a global music culture.
Very nice. And this is Wojciech and Vishal over in Dubai. You're more welcome to come to Dubai with us to get, if you want to in July. So,
wow.
Yes, say hello, guys.
Hi.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Wojciech. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Vishal, and it's nice to see both of you.
Yes.
And especially, you've grown up on the music, right? So, surreal.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
So we have the opportunity to really change the music space and social media. So share with Curtis what TAGProtocol is in the NFT space.
Curtis, what we're doing essentially is, people use hashtags every day, on social media, to categorize posts. So we evaluated that, we consider it a digital real estate of sorts because, everybody's using it every day. And plus, how many times a particular hashtag is used can be quantified. And, that turns into a performance matrix, right? So, all hashtags don't have the same value, and some are trending, some are not trending, and some have long-term trends, some of them have short-term trends. So it's essentially very quantifiable, the performance of each hashtag. So what we created is a decentralized registry where an individual can go register a hashtag just like a domain name and own that hashtag for themselves. And then on top of that, we create an incentive model where we say that you can go and stake this hashtag into our staking pools, and the staking pools are essentially tracking the performance of these hashtags. And based on the performance, you start mining tag coins every hour. So effectively, the better your hashtag performs, the more tag coins you get, and the lesser it performs, the worse it, it affects your collection, mining of tag coins based on the performance of hashtag itself. And then we curtail the supply of tag coin to 1,000 tag coins per hour. So that kind of creates a scarcity model. As more people buy more hashtags, stake more hashtags, the amount of tag coins you will make per hashtag will keep reducing over time. And then what we do is we've created a marketplace where people can, trade these assets with each other. So you could be trading these hashtags, based on the performance and, yearly yield. And simultaneously, people could be trading tag coins as a store of value with each other and discovering value. So effectively, what you've done is created a community model where everybody comes in together. You've created a decentralized registry. That's the genesis of the value. And from there, people are extracting these values based on performance and trading, these values with each other. And in the process, what you're doing is building a community that supports each other.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're saying basically with the hashtag, like on all the social media spaces, that you can decentralize that space within like AdSense, well, not AdSense words, but like more on the lines of when you put out a blast, like a post or, a video, whatever it is. And as that video grows, those numbers increase, you're able to collect the database, or you could collect the database, number one, and then collect a monetary gain off of that structure. So
the key is this, right? The entire internet.
Yeah, it's amazing.
If you look at it, right, all of the internet, all input and output are in words, right? So whether you're searching for information on Google or, you're using social media, the language and words are essentially the commodity of the internet, right? Because that's what you read and that's what you write. So the idea is that the words themselves are an asset, and we are allowing people to own words as assets. And then the Twitter performance is just the beginning of it. We could be applying all kind of performance metrics. We could go something like, you could apply it to music, for example, and based on number of downloads or number of views, you can evaluate the value of a song. But a song essentially would still start with some kind of a word, right? It would have a title.
Wow, that's revolutionary. Okay, wow. And this whole model, how long is this? This is new. Everything, this isn't. not out too much for the general public, right?
I mean, like Ryze said himself, right? I mean, blockchain is revolutionizing multiple industries. I think when the word revolution is overly used and abused at times, but effectively what we're discovering is a new way of doing things better and more efficient, and better public participation. Because I think the quest for all of us essentially is to how to empower people, and the communities that we build, how to empower the community and how to give them a voice. That's always the fulcrum of it. And what blockchain is enabling is for us to establish new kind of business models and empowering people who participate in the ecosystem.
Let me ask you this, like, the motto of, well, of course we have the Facebooks, the Instagrams. And is there a model that's going to be based on taking a whole, I know we wouldn't want to recreate the wheel or something where everyone's already at in one hub, but don't you think that would be something, that would really be like just a disruptor to create, like grab all that data and say, hey, come play over here. It'd probably give Mark Zuckerberg an uproar, but it's just something that's very, different. Because if he can bring all of those people onto that hub and say, hey, guess what? When you post over here, this is where you're going to get paid for your post. It's in a way like what TikTok did. Everyone started going over there, now like you got the ocean spray guy posted that one thing, and then we got this whole deal with ocean spray. But is there something on that line that you're thinking down, in the future?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, as we go down, so I mean, like I said, the entire the internet economy is about creating and sharing content at the heart of it, right? So there are content producers and there are content consumers. But I think what we've seen is democratization of content production, really, because I mean, the industrial complex that we had built, you had the studios, a bunch of people who produce something, and then the artists were dependent on the distribution. Now, I think what's fundamentally changed is now if you are producing quality content, you can distribute your own content. And the next real challenge is the current monetization of all content is dependent on advertising. Because on the internet right now, even if I'm distributing content, I'm really fundamentally dependent on advertising, and advertisers paying for something in the views. And what blockchain is enabling is, the monetization, right? So, I mean, Google built, why Google is more important than maybe Alta Vistas of the day is Google found a better business model that allows seamlessly, integrating advertising into searches. Similarly, what blockchain is enabling is that the content production and consumption is already a huge business on the internet, but we need a business model that enables all. So I think that's where we are going to.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing is, because you're playing on these guys' platform, but you're at least doing it through the blockchain. So
the blockchain is an enabling technology, right? It's, the key to technology is, it's like when I sit in a plane, I don't really need to know how a plane flies, but I'm confident it will get me from location A to B. So blockchain is that, key piece of technology that's there, that's going to change everything. But the key is people are not going to even realize it's there.
Vishal, what would you say is in the music space that even comes close to what we have created here?
Well, in the music space, right now, I think it's nascent. I mean, I don't think I'm not particularly aware of any blockchain project which has really taken, like on the internet space, you have Spotify's and Apple iTunes, but which are very centralized, and the artists are dependent on them for distribution and revenues. But I don't think there is a single project right now which has taken the music industry by storm within the blockchain space. So I think it's aching for innovation.
Especially in NFT, music going into NFTs.
Yes, absolutely. So I think every piece of music could be converted into an NFT. And then, the artists, like you sold records before for music, now you could be selling NFTs. It just, so I mean, I can think of at least 15 different business models that you can apply to it.
Mm. Wow.
Have you seen that NFT thing on Saturday Night Live at all? That video?
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, it's funny. That's hilarious.
I think it's going deeper than music itself, right? So you have the music and the artist. So I think, and both are essentially the value here. Right now, music monetization was easy. The artists were dependent on large companies, right? In terms of monetization, whether you're getting a deal with company A, B, or C for your personal monetization. So I think what the two factors in the music industry we're looking at is one, the monetization of the music itself, which was, maybe selling records and downloads and, views and advertising money. But the second is the artists themselves, right? I mean, they themselves have a huge amount of following, and they could be, and merchandising is something that, that really takes off with the NFTs.
Wow. And the NFT space is like, it could be art, basically art that's sold on a platform, right? Is that correct?
So NFT, I mean, just to give you an example of what NFT is, it's just an accounting concept, right? It's a non-fungible token. What essentially implies is, I mean, let's say I have a piece of Red Bull here. Right? Right now I can go and sell it on an Amazon, and somebody could just, buy this off Amazon. But if I turn this into an NFT and I decided to store this, Red Bull in a warehouse somewhere, let's say I put 10,000 of them and I issue 10,000 NFTs. Now, people don't necessarily have to claim. And let's, or for the sake of argument, assume this Red Bull was unique in some way. There were only 100,000 pieces of this special Red Bull that were created, and there is nothing going to be created. Now, once I sell these 100,000 NFTs and people have bought it, as people consume these Red Bulls, and let's say only 500 bottles left now, so the value to consumption is rising over time as the production is getting, people are consuming, the value is rising. So now effectively you've taken something and turned it into a tradable asset using the NFT. So think of it like a coupon that
exactly like something exclusive, basically, that's you could say, okay, we only, like you said, only have 1,000 of them. We have a cutoff time.
Yes.
Okay.
And as people consume, I mean, let's say if you're an artist and you release a special edition sneaker, let's say only 1,000 pairs, and you issue 1,000 NFTs and your fans have bought it. Now those 1,000 pairs are lying in a warehouse somewhere. They haven't been delivered yet. But as more and more fans take the delivery, the amount of tokens in circulation, from 1,000 have gone to, maybe 500 to 200, 200 to 50. And as they become more rare, anybody who wants to get hold of one of those exclusive, limited edition pieces will have to pay a higher price.
Wow. Amazing.
So the concept we've been working with Vishal and Wojciech is a social media platform that works with NFTs and also tokenizing. Like, for example, let's say father and son, there's like Dre Records for the entire social media space. And every musician that comes on board, your family gets a small piece. Like, you oversee all the musicians that ever come on board on the social media platform. Yeah, so this is a complete game changer right here.
Like I said, amazing things we can do and we are doing and we should be doing. So I mean, plus Ryze, I mean, he is very inspirational in the sense that he's always motivating his understanding, and he's always ahead of the game, in my opinion. I mean, when you hear him, he's conducting and researching and doing. Which for me, the most important thing is people who take action. Because a lot of us are just thinking, and there are a lot of people who start acting upon that instinct. So I think Ryze just happens to be one of those person who's just there acting on everything pretty quick.
The good stuff.
Amazing. So it would be, wise to do something like, of course, some exclusive content. Like, of course, right now, data is the new gold, pretty much. So
data's bigger than oil.
Yes. So like creating content or, even exclusive music, that's only in that NFT space, where you just say, okay, this song is going to go out to such and such amount of people. You put a blast out. This is a way to, for people to even put their new albums out, or even certain maybe collectibles, concert tickets, all kind of stuff. Yeah, wow.
We could take over Live Nation, man.
I would, let's put it this way: it's giving you the blockchain space is allowing you to conduct a 360-degree, right? It's not just selling the music, the merchandise, the brand, the fan engagement, all of it is getting packaged, and with the economic model that works for all. So it's not only benefiting the artist, it's also benefiting the fans. So you're cumulatively creating value for each other, right? So the artist creates the base value by creating a piece of music, and then you create a community around that music, and that community is engaging within itself and creating value for each other, and cumulative, it's creating value for the artists, the fans, and maybe other artists who wish to support the artist. So the artist also becomes a carrier to promote other people's products and ideas. We're bringing into NFT, right? The limited edition. So point, it becomes like a 360-degree ecosystem which supports each other, which is helping everybody support each other.
So this would be smart to, like figure out exactly, a model, like you said, like some type of model, and especially in music before, because right now so many people are competitive, you know what I mean? So it's a competitive space. So it's just like, you got something here, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay, let's, that could be huge. This could be huge.
As we're speaking of collaboration being the new competition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I think I have a terminology for it, right? The corporate model is over. Now I think the world is moving towards the Ocean's 11 model, where, a bunch of good people come together, execute a task, and then, get on with it. So, it's the time that you build large companies, it's pretty much, getting done with. It's where people with specific talents, come together, build value, and then get on to another job and build another value. So I think the economic model and the corporate model, so to speak, where you've got 50,000 people working together for a large company, is kind of becoming redundant. It's all about participation. It's a bunch of good people with specific skills coming together and executing something. That's where I think that's a new business model of the internet economy.
The gig economy is where this is leading into, and income streams coming from absolutely everywhere through a social media platform.
Yeah, I think there is a need to reimagine the basics of it. I think very soon we will realize the notions that we live with have become irrelevant. I think they are already becoming irrelevant. The typical model that you need to get a job and education, and it's just becoming redundant.
Yeah. That's becoming obsolete these days, It's about building a business,
So I think the internet is really empowering and enabling people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So what are the next steps then? What do you foresee?
Well, like I said, like he said, building these ecosystems and, bringing them to life. I think that's, again, like I said, we understand what the opportunity is, not really have to act upon it, right? So you're building these platforms. So I and Ryze, we've been discussing about collaborating and building a larger ecosystem, where we can fit in everything. So I guess it comes down to execution, right? So ideas are great, but then execution is the thing that's going to get us there.
Could you please give me screen access to share real quick? I'm going to play one video just so he can see the 1 minute demo video on this, so we can have it recorded on this, please.
1 second.
Here, I'm just going to go request screen share here. I think, all right, let me see here. Give me 1 second, please. Here we go, and we're going to just go ahead and go like this. This is introduction video here for this. Cool. Okay, it's 1 minute long. For 30 seconds.
NFT, or non-fungible token.
Not this one, my bad. 1 second.
We have been hearing about them everywhere in the news recently. We have all heard about.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to right here. Is this the tag teaser video? Introduction tag protocol. This one, I think. Is this it?
NFT.
My bad.
Or
sorry, this one right here. Tag teaser video. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. 30 seconds. Dang. Yes. Let me go ahead and just stop screen share there. So pretty interesting.
Yeah.
welcome. In this video, we're going to go
turn that off there. Okay. There we go. So NFTs nowadays, we're seeing things sell for millions and millions of dollars, but there's no data backing these things whatsoever.
But that's challenge, right, Ryze? Because it's art is great, but if it's unique and the value of all art is not the same. So I think, I mean, there are a lot of these NFTs which are being peddled in the market, which have absolutely no value whatsoever, right? I mean, so we all understand that. But at the same time, there's a lot of good work happening. But I always say in a boom market, good and bad both are getting funded. And the good thing is the good is also getting funded, right? So people are also parking money with good along with bad. And the good will keep growing on its own strength over a period of time and eventually come out as a winner. So I guess we're in this similar zone where, the internet was in 99, where, people put money in all kind of internet companies without understanding where the value is. And, come 2002 and 3, you have some good companies like, Googles and Facebooks and Amazons of the world that, come out as winner, and people understand these are the models that can function. So I think with blockchain, we're somewhere there where people are, experimenting with all kind of products, but eventually, the products that really create value, and whether it be NFTs or whether it be coins or blockchains, the good things will, survive longer and create, continue creating value for users and people.
Thank you. Yeah, I think you answered everything. Yeah, I have no questions. Yeah, that's I get it. I understand it. It's amazing.
Like TAGProtocol is just that initiative for us.
Has anything like this at all?
No,
ever?
No.
What do you think your pops would think about seeing something like this?
I mean, if you don't know about it, this is. I mean, this is innovative. I believe it would say something like that. But not to speak for him, but I see personally that this space, right now, because we live with everybody on their phones. You know what I mean? And the model is like a whole, like, you got your, it used to be like a 3-second attention span, or whatever you say, 10-second attention span, or, went down to 5 and 3. Now I feel like it's down to like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's just literally like their attention span is there. So they're scrolling. So imagine if they can, this is going to get people more engaged. So if you create something, a model for certain companies, hashtag this, and you'll get this, you know what I mean? You'll receive this reward or whatever it is. This whole model will just blow up the internet. You know what I mean? Just take a whole nother, it's just another age on life, really.
So the key to this is this, right? It's an asset. So the internet also needs to mimic the real world. So our objective is to turn hashtags into a real estate, a virtual real estate that people can own. And the tag coins are the rent you collect on that virtual real estate. So we think more in terms of long-term stability. That every individual that's purchasing our hashtag is essentially creating a lifetime income. I mean, we don't know what that income is, but he's going to keep mining those tag coins for the rest of his life, and he's going to keep accumulating some income every hour. So it kind of creates a stable income base for the individuals who are participating with us.
Okay.
Yeah, we have very good programmers. That's for sure. You have access to scale this up massive.
I mean, I've been involved in the space since 2012, and I've only looked at technology. So I mean, I'm more a technology person than a business person at heart. So
Wow. Oh yeah, you got it off. Yeah, this is revolutionary. Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you have the deck? Have you been working on the deck there?
I'm working on it.
Okay, so do you want to share anything on a screen share at all right now, or does this conclude this?
What could I share with you? I mean, 1 second.
I don't like 6 years.
No.
This is the thing, right? The next version that's coming up for this thing. So your account information, you're looking at your hashtag staking, how many hashtags have you staked, how many tag coins have you mined, how many have you minted, so how many are unminted. So, this is from where you can just claim your tag coins, your invitation, everything, the direct, the indirect sales, commission claimed. And most importantly, even if you look at Uniswap right now, you cannot check your LP tokens, right? When you provide liquidity to the pools. So we've actually created the visual interface where you can literally see how many LP tokens you have, and you can farm LP tokens to earn tag coins. And we simplify the user, plus the hashtag auction, the most important, right? You can see the number of hashtags which are listed, number of hashtags that you've traded already, number of bits you've sent to other people, and the number of bits you've received. It's all there.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Can you share with Curtis the compensation plan to this?
Right? The performance data of each hashtag.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You just streamline that to all your fans, and then as they use the hashtag, you just receive, and I mean, monetary gain, of course, but wow.
Yeah, and tell your fans just to tag your name out there.
I mean, you're just tag this, and even when they, you just throw concerts or whatever you're doing, giveaways, tag this, and then you're getting paid each time.
Yeah, get a discount on this if you tag this. Boom, boom, boom. Gosh.
Wow.
Vishal, can you share the compensation plan? Let's say, he owns a hashtag here. His wife already owns one. We actually I'm giving him the Dre one, and he can do whatever he wants with it. But let's say hypothetically, he's just coming on board. What's the compensation like?
So the information this is our invitation program, right? Right here.
Okay, so like network marketing, cryptocurrency is a complete game changer because it's not like a monthly thing you have to buy it all, So here we go. So go over this, please. You have one rank, first rank. If you have 0 tags, you get 25% commissions. Is this correct?
Correct. So effectively, everybody starts at rank 1 by default. So the reason we built the invitation program is to incentivize for community to grow the community, right? So as people refer other people and bring in, because it's like I said, it's new technology, requires education. So we created incentive for our users to invite other users and educate other users about how the system works, and help us build a community. So we incentivize our own users to help other users get on board. So you start at rank 1 where you make 25% commission for each sale, and as you sell more, you and your friends sell more, your rank improves, and you can make up to 60%.
Okay, so Vishal, a hashtag is $200.
Yes.
You pay cryptocurrency, Binance coin. So you sell one, boom, you're making $50 every time you sell a tag. But that's just the first part of the compensation plan, right, Vishal?
Yes, that's just the beginning. That's the genesis of it. Then, of course, once you have the hashtags, you could be, staking your hashtags, right? So all your hashtags, they get staked, and then you start earning tag coins, and then you can take these tag coins and start trading them for actual dollars, based on market value. And then you could also, take your tag coins and put them into liquidity pool on our swaps and start earning, LP token farming earnings. So, there are 4 different revenue streams that you could work with. Even more.
Then we have also Oracle validators.
Yes, so the oracles and the validators. So the blockchain itself has the validators. So, you can deposit X number of tag coins, and you can become a validator on the network, helping securitize the network.
And also Oracle.
Yeah. And oracles are the ones which collect the information from the Twitter, right? So if you help us accumulate information from Twitter, we reward you for that as well.
So in this case, our technology is totally decentralized. Even capturing the information from Twitter is becoming decentralized because people can become Oracle and they can capture information from Twitter. Also validators, so we're not doing that by ourselves. That one unit is ranking the performance and distribute. So that's basically everybody can become validator. In this case, validators become 100% decentralized.
Beautiful. You guys are really making some progress here. It looks phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
It's amazing.
So,
thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
It's really, it's not us, it's all of us, right? It's not my project or Wojciech, it's our project, right? It's a community project. It's not, nobody's owner here, right? That's the first thing we need to understand. We're creating a decentralized system, and every participant is equally important.
Yeah.
There are no owners in the system.
So something like this, you can almost, well, I'll just say this first. With musicians, a lot of them, if they're tied down in, a label or something, and they're trying to come out of, a deal, A lot of, as we know, the music industry is changing left and right. So if they're trying to come out of a deal and, maybe go independent, this is something they could just kind of say, hey, fans, I'm doing this, hashtag this. And then it creates, a monetary gain where they can reinvest back into that next album to come.
Absolutely. That's a book.
Yeah.
Like I said, the merchandising.
That's the, something on that, the game, or even, people that's raising for like, motion pictures or movies or, documentaries, where they want to say, oh, we want to, create this, instead of doing a raise, let's do a raise like this. You start building this up, and then, it kind of helps out in a way that those investors or those people that basically the fans become the investor in a way.
Absolutely.
It's
crowdfunding, right?
Partners, I should say.
So the word I use is from corporate, we're moving to cooperative.
Yes, there you go.
Gosh.
Wow. Yeah, that kind of solves a lot.
The rest is scalable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, like I said, at times you start feeling you're an expert, but the reality of it, from 2012, now we're in 2021. The blockchain industry and the possibilities, they don't stop fascinating. I'm still learning. So, every time I think I've understood something and I go back and I look at it, and I'm like, wow, just things you could do and things that this can enable and things we can achieve is just, I can't even start comprehending in my mind the possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's good to always keep learning, and just keep growing, because this could be endless with, all kind of different ideas,
I think the key, what I've realized, is just to act upon your instinct and get started, right? You're going to get to places, but it's always key is to get started somewhere, because if you don't start, then you're just thinking. So in my case, what we realize is we've been blessed that, we've been able to start with this initiative with TAGProtocol, and, a lot of good people have, are working with us and have joined us, and that's enabling us to, do more. As we go forward, we can keep doing more and keep adding more value, and all the ideas bring them to life.
Absolutely. Yes.
So the artists, with our partners moving forward, the artists can have their own cryptocurrency also and NFT at the same time within our platform. Is what we're going towards.
Yes. So the idea really being, think of it like this, right? Think of it as an artist, a music artist registry, where the artist comes, buys their hashtags. And the moment they buy the hashtags, immediately they've created maybe 10,000 unique NFTs or 1,000, 2,000 unique NFTs, which they can share with their fans, which are limited edition NFTs. And your fans can further stake this to earn tag coins, or 10x, for example, tag coins out of the ecosystem, right? So you're an artist, you come onto a platform, you register this NFT. The moment you've done it, automated, you've got maybe 10,000, 15,000 NFTs that have come into your wallet that you can distribute to your fans, and your fans can now create these NFTs and stake these NFTs to earn more tag coins. And plus, every time your fan is earning these tag coins, the artists themselves are also earning something.
All right. So we have Monarch here as well, and Nyana, my girlfriend.
Great. On this gift of today, it's an honor to align.
Pleasure for all of us.
Shaw Woodchuck, friends of mine in Dubai. So Curtis is pretty impressed. And do you see this as the biggest thing you've ever seen in the music space?
Yeah, this is huge. Like, I would definitely have to say this is like revolutionary. And I'm honored to thank you for sharing this. I wouldn't be able to.
So you're going to just be very clear. The honor is all ours. The fact that we get to speak to you, we're just happy about that fact. So as far as any appreciation comes, it's coming all your way.
Yes. Oh man. Yes, thank you.
Yes, go ahead. Say what you're saying. Give her a little taste of what's going on. Just a little.
Yeah, please, if you guys don't mind, just so we can. So we don't have to re-explain that, because that was so it was just like right just exploded.
Yeah, just give her a taste of this. She can see the rest of it later on, but just a taste of how big this is.
In the sense of, I'm sorry, Ryze, you're not very.
Just break it down briefly what this is exactly.
So effectively, we are turning hashtags into NFTs. In these NFTs, the hashtags, the performance of these hashtags can be tracked, right? I mean, you use a hashtag on social media, and now you can own them as an NFT token in your wallet, and then you can stake them and start mining tag coins every hour. So effectively, we're turning hashtags into like a mining machine, where the moment you own this hashtag and put it into our ecosystem, you are earning tag coins every hour, and then we're creating an entire marketplace, based on performance of these hashtags. People can trade these hashtags and tag coins with each other, and you effectively ended up creating a marketplace. And as more people join, the more valuable the marketplace becomes.
So Vishal, there's no longer mining equipment necessary. You're just taking a word and putting it here. You're called staking it, holding it, and it just makes cryptocurrency for you. I
mean, effectively, it's mining, right? You're just replacing a Bitcoin miner. You're making it more energy efficient. I mean, Elon Musk seems to have a lot of problem with electricity, so we might as well get rid of electricity altogether.
Wow. Can you show that graph again? That little graph, just a quick idea. When I seen this, I was like, okay, it just clicked in my head because any artist can, put their hashtag. So it was like,
I mean, you can practically track the performance of your hashtag.
Go ahead and search a hashtag real quick. Type in Snoop Dogg, for example. Okay. SNOOPDOGG. Nickname. In this case, since it knows 2 Gs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Snoop DOGG.
Is that correct?
Sir. That's correct.
Yes. Snoop Dogg.
Oh, it's available.
Yeah.
I need to buy this right now. Can we get offline? Can I buy this one?
All in this case sensitive also. So you see the
So I think the most popular is with the capital S and a capital D is the most. So I think the most popular way of people putting it as a hashtag is this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you buy Snoop Dogg buys this for $200. Now he's an NFT, just like that, in less than a second. Go ahead. Then in the next step, show him the page that you were just on, please.
Yeah, I mean, then simply those NFTs are turned into miners, and based on hourly performance, they're mining, and you can see the performance, and he's collecting tag coins every hour.
So simply Snoop Dogg can become the miner.
Yeah, and Snoop Dogg himself can become a miner.
You're already a miner.
I'm a miner.
Yeah, Monarch is already bought an NFT for her, so she's already a miner.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
You want any information to share with her on this at all?
Yeah, I mean,
here's the compensation plan. Here's the compensation plan right there. So
this part, yeah.
So I mean, just for people just come in, right? I mean, you can see the performance of the hashtag completely, right? So I mean, the current rank, the average rank, tweets that have come out on that hashtag in past hour, past 7 days, all time, how many tag coins have that particular hashtag mined, and what is estimated tag coin yield by the end of the year. So we're giving you all the data for you to be able to analyze, the value of the hashtag itself.
So in the last 24 hours, I've made another 1.25 BNB coins. How much is BNB now?
I think it's about $400 or $370, something like that.
So Wall Curtis and Monarch have been with me. I've made about $500 just off of. I haven't done anything. Okay, so you can see here. This is my earnings statement right here. I've sold direct sales. I've sold 104 tags. My friends have just gone ahead and bought front lines. That's direct sales. Indirect sales, 135 hashtags have been sold, not on my front lines. Okay, so amount sold is about 95 BNB coins. This is Binance coin BNB. It pays us in BNB. So watch this. I got another unclaimed 1.27 BNB coins right here. Watch this. Watch how fast this works. I've already claimed 33 BNB coins. Okay, I hit the claim button. All in the blockchain. Watch this. Okay, boom. Confirming on the blockchain this quickly here. Confirming on the blockchain. Boom. Claim copied. Boom. Complete. Boom. Smart contract. Boom. Done. Trust wallet. Money went right to me.
Boom. Boom.
So I'm going to take them skydiving today. We're going to go have fun today.
What's happening right now?
If they want to, after breakfast.
Well, from the sky. I'm a minor animal today.
Money's falling from the sky. We're making it rain here in Seattle. So, all right. Any questions? Well, you got the rest of the video to watch here.
I mean, guys, we got another 40 odd days left, for the mining to begin. And I think once we get there, it's going to be 100 times more exciting. I mean, the pace at which this thing is going to move another, 45 days from now is just going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people.
The intention that I foresee is we move forward, changing the music space, and it's my intention to raise Curtis as high as possible. Being part of the Dre family here and really revolutionizing the music industry. And we just in 40 days we just bring this to everyone. All the top musicians in the world come underneath you in the rap game. So
I have a question, Curtis. When you release the music, music typically has a preview piece, right? Whenever artists release music, so you have the song and you have the song preview.
Yes.
How does the preview? Can that preview be turned into an NFT? I mean, can you sell that preview itself?
You saying like a actual MP3 or like a snippet?
Yes, a snippet, like a 5-second or a 10-second snippet of a song.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, because it's a digital sound wave.
You can create, because then you could do something very interesting, right? You don't have to. The entire song belongs to the artist, but the artist can take a 5-second snippet and make like 10,000 NFTs out of that snippet. And, we can create like a marketplace of NFTs for the snippets.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Even if that artist, it's kind of like, this space where if you create something that's exclusive, because right now they have people, would take a idea from like a producer, how they lease beats. They'll sell one beat, but thousands of people own it and they're selling it as a lease. But this is like where people can share that and actually make money on their own, out of their own wallet, off of it, off their own marketing space, and say, oh, I bought this one, you guys want to buy it too.
As a fan, I would love to buy snippets, right? If they're officially issued by the artist, right? So you've taken a 10-second clip, like a clip, or a 15-second or a 5-second clip out of a piece of music. It could be the beginning or center, whatever the artist prefers. We turn that into an NFT, exclusive limited edition, 1,000, 10,000 pieces. It goes into open auction, and the fans can just, the moment the artist drops it, the fans can buy it, and then they can trade in the secondary market forever.
Oh, wow. My head's spinning. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's capable. Yeah, I mean, I believe like artists would love to do that, because, me personally, I can't speak for every artist, but if they understand what this is, and the amount of work that goes into, just creating a record, so imagine they're not receiving the value of their vocal imprint out there, so putting that out there and creating this space, this is actually in respect to the artist and the art,
big time, to creativity.
Because I feel any form of direct monetization where the artist is not dependent on a third party is always a good thing, right?
That part. That's
free the musicians.
Yeah, that's taking off the shackles, man.
I mean, if I were a creative person, I mean, I would rather not have some people, with a bunch of files chasing me around. I'd rather focus on my creativity.
That's true for the whole entire world.
Wow.
And we could wrap programmers around Curtis and Monarch to help develop things and these ideas that we're coming up with, and integrate them as quickly as possible, and just let them be the messenger to the world. The
challenge is this, right, Curtis? We understand technology, you understand music. We can tell you a bit about technology, and you can tell us a bit about music, and maybe together we can build something that's useful for everybody.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is revolutionary.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say it takes a solid team, right, of experts within their own, space.
Like you understand the fine nuances of music industry, and we understand fine nuances of how to implement, crazy technology solutions. And if we can bring those craziness together, maybe we can build something crazy.
We will. All right. We're going to go have breakfast. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for your time as well.
Please send this recording to me, please. Okay?
Absolutely, I will.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Love you. All righty. Change the music industry. All right.
Redefine the music culture.
It is done. Hashtag. Boom. Nailed it. I'm buying that hashtag right now. Nailed it. All right. I'll talk to you later.